Have you ever felt like the more clearly you see the world, the harder it becomes to be seen? As if the deeper your thoughts go, the more distant you feel from the people around you. You're not imagining it. There's a quiet burden that comes with deep thinking, one that most never talk about. And it's not about being smarter or better. It's about perceiving things others overlook, questioning what others accept, and feeling the weight of truth in a world addicted to comfort. Throughout history, deep thinkers have often been misfits. Not because they were wrong, but because they asked the questions no one wanted to answer. Thinkers like Kierkegaard, Nietzsche, and Simone Weil didn't just observe life, they wrestled with it. And in doing so, they often found themselves on the outside looking in. But why does this happen? Why does thinking deeply, honestly, often lead to isolation? The answer lies in the fragile architecture of human identity. You see, most people build their sense of self around shared beliefs. What's familiar, socially accepted, and safe. But deep thinking is disruptive. It peels back the layers. It doesn't stop at "this is how it is." It asks, but why? And more importantly, what if it's not? This kind of questioning doesn't just challenge ideas, it challenges comfort. And here's the twist. When someone lifts the veil and sees beyond the surface, even in silence, deep thinkers become mirrors. Not of who others are, but of what they avoid. And mirrors, as you know, don't always make people feel good. This is called intellectual discomfort. It's not fear of facts. It's fear of what those facts might mean, especially when they shake the foundation of how someone sees themselves. Psychologically, it's easier to reject the messenger than to rethink the message. This is why deep thinkers often feel unheard, not because they speak poorly, but because what they say requires inner work most people aren't ready for. Now let's talk about group dynamics. In one-on-one conversations, there's room for nuance. There's space for depth. But place that same thinker in a group, and something shifts. In group settings, people don't just hear your ideas, they watch how others react to them. And suddenly, it's not about truth, it's about status. Who looks smarter? Who looks uncertain? Who looks threatened? Many deep thinkers find that their most meaningful conversations happen not at parties or panels, but late at night, in quiet corners, with someone who's finally ready to listen. There's also a hidden truth about society. It values certainty over insight, confidence over reflection, bold opinions over honest questions. This is why charismatic, surface-level speakers often rise faster than thoughtful, nuanced thinkers. Because society doesn't, and yet, despite the loneliness, the frustration, the sense of being too much for some and too weird for others, deep thinkers continue. Not because it's easy, but because once you see, you can't unsee. Deep thinking isn't a hobby, it's a compulsion. It's the unshakable need to understand, even when the answers are painful, even when the world isn't listening. So, if you've ever felt like your thoughts take you places others don't go, you're not alone. You're part of a long lineage of thinkers who walked the harder road, the path of insight over ignorance, meaning over popularity, truth over comfort. Yes, it's a quieter path, but in that silence, you just might hear something louder than anything the crowd can offer. If this resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content that doesn't just speak to the mind, but to the soul.